I'm just gonna start here a little bit sooner so we can load in. Bring the choir. You guys hear it? Zoo can be a little bit louder than some of my other games, so we can really just take in the music. Oh, I guess I can start explaining what's going on here as we wait for people to file in. So I know this is just a thing I'm going to ignore and pretend is fine. I was playing a lot of Deathloop, and I know I talked about Deathloop, and I forgot how soon this Planet Zoo update came out, and then for the first time ever, I have bought a Planet Zoo DLC like on day of release, which was yesterday, because I was just way too freaking excited about it. So this is a new sandbox zoo. It's obviously it's a work in progress. I'm aware. Bear with me. But this is a new map. I just started yesterday, so all of this is from yesterday. I really like this. I moved where the zoo entrance was. It was somewhere else, I don't remember, but I just really liked the idea of this like open area, and then we come in here and start to make use of some of these spaces. I think that's really cool. So this is the zoo entrance here. But anyway, the reason why a lot of this is sparse right now is because when I started playing this, I decided I'm in sandbox mode. And I kept economy off so I could build kind of whatever, but I decided to put research on. So I'm in the process of researching things, and I, for whatever reason, thought it would only be animals, and I forgot it would be scenery stuff too. So basically, I've just kind of laid out what the opening of the zoo will look like, and then I'm just waiting to finish up the research for a lot of my scenery items, and then we will fill this in. So this is going to stay kind of gross for a little while. I'm starting to get more scenery in, but we're just going to wait. But the catch with this zoo that I've decided is I'm only going to put small animals in it. I don't want to have big animals, and that just for no other reason than to have kind of a theme. Smaller animals can always have smaller habitats too, so I think there's something to that. But back behind the entrance, this is just the entrance where they spawn in from nowhere. Back behind the entrance is staff facilities, and then you come over here. This is pretty normal stuff. This is just exhibit animals for giant leaf insect, and I think it's centipedes. Yeah, I put centipedes over here, so that's pretty cool. There's some new stuff with the update with animal talks at exhibits, where now, not for all animals, so like with the centipedes, where's the centipede talk? For the centipedes, educators cannot handle centipedes. I'm guessing it's because I think they're actually not safe to hold in real life. But they can hold the giant leaf insects, so like in July, which we actually just missed it, but you can watch this talk and they'll actually get the leaf insect out and play with it, which is really cool. This is just like a bunch of stands and restaurants and stuff. Again, we'll come through and make this pretty, but this is why I bought the DLC on day of release. There are bats now. This is the first flying animal in Planet Zoo. I'm trying to get a good angle here. So they actually fly. So this is basically a walk-through exhibit. And the bats hang out and do cool bat stuff. And I could not wait. Gosh dang it. Hold on. Where's the camera button? They have better cameras for exhibits now too. Them having better ones doesn't mean I know how to use it. There we go. There's some bats. They're little bats doing bat things. Hanging out. See if we can find one that's flying. One of them's flying. There we go. See, it's a flying bat. I love it. So when I built this walkthrough, it had certain things, like, I had to unlock it with research, but the water tray over there and stuff, that's part of the exhibit. But the trees and stuff, I added, and the stuff on the ground, I added. It was bad, it's just straight up drunk, so maybe we won't watch this one. So here's Bat eating some apples. That's part of the exhibit. I haven't seen them interact with anything that I added to it yet. And then this guy's drinking some water. A little tongue. Oh, so cute. Just so cute. So anyway, these little guys are why I bought this on day one. And then also, they're from the new, it's called Twilight DLC pack. Why, let me... Why won't it let me... Well, let me click on that. It won't let me click on this? Oh, there we go. It just was drunk for a second. That's fine. So we're currently researching warthogs. That's another animal over there. I'll show you in a second. These are the Chinese pangolins. They're just a nice, cute little creature. There's a lot of new plants, too. These are new. I don't think they're new with the Twilight update. I bought 3 DLC packs. So I did not previously have... I think it was the Wetlands DLC, the Conservation DLC, which I bought yesterday, and then I bought the Twilight one. So a lot of this stuff I think got added in one of those two. You can't really see me. I'm kind of avant-garde over here. There we go. But these guys are pretty basic. I think the Chinese pangolins, or however you say it, are even like base game. But they have a nice little den where there's one of them there. This is just pretty basic little habitat. Again, we will fill all of this in. I have like the worst, I don't know why, but I made the worst path of all time when I made this zoo. So this is just like a big pretzel. And then I have these little outskirts. But whatever, I have the number of people who can come in the zoo limited. So bad pathing shouldn't really be a problem. But this is, these are also new with the Twilight DLC. The wombats. I have wombats. Wombat. One of my coworkers wanted me to name this wombat Chicken Nugget, so this guy's named Chicken Nugget. And then here's my little baby wombat. Oh, baby wombat. Baby wombat. I don't know if that's a song, but it should be. Take a picture of the baby wombat. Okay. Warren, such a cute little name. They have a nice little habitat. Probably it's way too big. I always make habitats too big. This is part of me trying to learn to not do that. Here again, just cockroaches. Everyone in the zoo sucks at throwing things away in the trash, but whatever. I've given up. I have prairie dogs, and these are just cameras in their burrows. Nobody's home in the burrow right now. But they have a walkthrough, so they can walk in here. I didn't realize you could walk into prairie dogs exhibits, but in the past I've been putting prairie dogs in with buffalo, bison, whatever you may prefer. And you can't go in those, so I didn't realize it. I'm actually really proud of this one. It's definitely bigger than it needs to be, but I love the terrain. Of course, in sandbox mode, the only environmental change I've made is the animals don't have a plant requirement, which allows me to always put more foliage than they actually want in, so I can make it look real pretty. But they've got all these little flowers. They got some nice stuff going. Some nice little walkthrough habitat that I really like. And then over here, I got warthogs. Warthogs will probably be about as big as I will make any, or let any animal in the zoo be. Hey, there's Ray. Welcome, Ray. I needed a little break from the Death Loopin', and we're doing some zoo. I'm talking about, they released a new DLC yesterday along with a free update. I love Frontier, who makes this game. Frontier it's either developments or developers, I can't remember, but it's Frontier. They release free updates every couple of months, and then there's always a paid DLC with it. So you get the mechanics for free, and then the DLC pack is basically new building items and stuff. But anyway, I usually wait till the DLC packs are cheap, but I bought this one on release. I mean, it's only $10 anyway, but for this, I was telling everybody, Planet Zoo added their first flying animals with bats, which hopefully won't freak people out. I know bats are some of those animals that do freak some people out. I'm really hopeful in the future. This means they'll do like a bird pack. A lot of us have been really wanting, sorry, I got distracted. I got a hit on my stream, so hopefully you all are still with me. Really wanting birds and really wanting flying animals and aviaries and stuff. Aviaries, not aviaries. I mean, aviaries I'm sure are perfectly fine people, but aviaries is what I want. From the Midwest, can you tell? I mumble all my words. Anyway, as I was saying, the reason why I haven't prettied up a lot of the zoo yet is I have research turned on, even though I'm in sandbox mode. And I thought that would only apply to animals, and it applies to decorations also. So I'm waiting to do a lot of the decorating until I've unlocked more things. So we will eventually fill this in. Maybe not, but I know we were streaming, we had a zoo before, and we can always pop in if you guys want to see it. But generally, just as a superstitious thing, once the game has updated, I don't like to play in an old zoo again, because I find sometimes it gets a little wacky when it was built on old mechanics. So it's kind of usually my cue to abandon. And that one was getting really laggy anyway, because it was so big. So this is our tiny little zoo where we're only going to put tiny animals. So this is my entrance. We'll fill this all in eventually. I would love some help with a better name for the zoo than Tiny Zoo. Tiny Zoo is just not particularly, like, it's used. I think there's literally another game called Tiny Zoo, and people tend to do that. I have watched Andor, and Wednesday's been good. Work was good. Work was pretty chill. I was let down because I could have sworn this was the week that Tales of the Jedi came out, and it wasn't. So I was a little sad. But there you go. There's just so much talk about it online. I was like, oh, it must be out this week. I'm like, nope, it's next week. How's your Wednesday? How's it going? Did you watch Andor? How you feeling? But I eventually want to move into this area of the zoo, and I want to maintain this look. Like, I really want this to be like a focal point where you walk here and you see this. So I kind of want to put something else here, but I'm also kind of afraid it's going to mess with the view. I have underground turned off, so it does that. You don't have to have the game do that. I just find it to be easier for building. So I kind of want to build something here just because, but I also feel like I don't. Like, this would be a good centerpiece area, just because I want to maintain, like I said, the beauty of the walking here. But this is going to change anyway, because I will probably put habitats here. Like, I'm going to pick some animals that like rockier areas and put them there. Watched Andor, got back from Nashville Monday night, yay! And absolutely freezing them, yep. But it's supposed to be warmer this weekend. Trying to get back into work and stuff, but it's hard. Yeah, getting back to work from a vacation is always hard, especially when you come back in the middle of the week. Like, Mondays are hard, and starting back to work on a Monday is rough, but I feel like it's better than, like, hi, Wednesday, how's it going? So I guess we could put something here, especially if I did something kind of like what I did with the prairie dogs and the warthogs, and I inset it a little bit, but especially if it's an animal that doesn't need a very high fence, which it shouldn't, because we're going to do only smaller animals. We could do aardvarks. I could actually put the aardvarks in with the warthogs. Hey, Kathleen, welcome. Kathleen, this is what I was texting you about. Let me show you. I'm so excited. Kathleen, it's the bats. It's the bats. Look at them. Hold on. There we go. Look at them fly. They're flying. They're flying. Look at the flying bats. John, did you finish up your, I saw you were streaming Fallen Order. How did your stream go? Aren't they lovely? They're so lovely. I love them so. You can. Let's see if anybody is on. Hold on, the camera's gonna get the camera in this game always gets weird indoors, so bear with me a second. Let's see if anybody's on fruit. There is somebody on the fruit. Look! Ah, see, it's a little wacky. Careful. There we go. There we go. There he is. He's eating apples. The Egyptian fruit bat is eating the apples. This is how it makes me feel. This DLC was worth the $10 just for this bat eating the apple, in my opinion. Like, this was worth $10 for me in my life. That is how I feel. Alright. Oh, look at that! We're finally unlocking stuff. We will in the future make the zoo pretty. It will happen. Whatever, we'll just do this because it's always sitting there. Nom nom! Just nomming. So we can put something here. What is another small critter we could put in the zoo? Yo, penguins would probably count as small critters. But I also want to have enough room for them to have like an underwater viewing area. Ironically, giant tortoises would probably count as small critters. They're not particularly big. I think the ibex are actually kind of small too. They're probably warthog size. Let's see here. If they're 38 inches tall at the shoulder, where's the warthog? Oh, frick. Of course, the warthog goes to centimeters. Like, I know what that means. I really want to do a clouded leopard, though, at some point, too. We could do capybara. I have not built capybara yet. But they like to have quite a few, so I would like to make something bigger where I could have quite a few of them. What about the Amur leopard? The Amur leopard is also smaller. Capybara! We could put a capybara habitat in. I don't know that I want to put it here, but that doesn't mean that that's what we build next. Like, so this will eventually be filled in with beginning of zoo stuff. Finished the Rings of Power on Monday, haha, and caught up on Miss Marvel. Look at you. You are making progress. I love it. I really liked Rings of Power. In a fall where I had a Star Wars and a Marvel show, it might be a little heretical, maybe, I don't know, but Rings of Power was my favorite show this fall. I can't speak to House of Dragon because I've never watched anything, whatchamacallit, George R.R. Martin. See, this is how much I haven't even watched it. I can freaking remember Westeros, and I can't remember that it's called... The show with the incest. You know what I'm talking about. That show. I've never watched anything with it. Where should we put the capybara? Rings of Power is legit. I really liked Rings of Power. I thought it was really good. I couldn't figure out why I loved Galadriel so much until somebody on Twitter pointed out that she's basically, Avar Kriss from the High Republic. And I'm like, oh my god, she is Avar Kriss from the High Republic. That is why I love her. Okay, where do we want to put the capybara? Game of Thrones! That's what it's called. You know, kind of sworn I'm watching it because of its immense popularity. I just haven't gotten around to it. I'm kind of a prude on some things, like incest. Okay, let's take this seriously. Building capybara. Although I'd also really like Arctic fox at some point. There's so many things. I haven't done anything with the Bitterong either. Gosh, there's so many things for us to experience together. Every time I see common wombat, my brain turns it into combat, and that's just not correct. You know, she is a Chris, right? Yeah, the incest show. You know. I also think Dahole is a unfortunate name. Ooh, Eurasian lynx, also cool. Finnick. Okay, we'll do the capybara, and we'll do them on stream. But we're gonna, look how freaking cute. We have to build some Finnick foxes, and I think that'll be good for over there, because it can be kind of tiny. So, let's see here. Up to 6 males, up to 6 females. This is always confusing to me. I think it's, but male bachelor group size, 1-5. There's an alpha male and alpha female, so I can probably do 1 to 10, but 6 males and 6 females? I just don't understand what this means. Okay, let's go for something simple. Like, what if we had 10 adults and we had 10 juveniles? I don't really know what their breeding habits are. 6,000 square feet. You love Fennec? Perfect. And it's Star Wars related, because it's the Fennec Fox. Okay, so let's see here. Let's do something cool. Let's make an indoor viewing area for a burrow, and then have an outdoor area where you can see them. I think that would be fun. So, how do we want to do that? They're tiny little guys, right? So I think the outdoor viewing area can be down. So what I'm going to do first, actually, is build a path so I can have an idea of where you're actually going to view them, right? Because this is going to... the zoo is poorly laid out. And most of you are probably like, Jess, what are you talking about? I don't, whatever. This is like the worst path zoo I've ever made. And I'm upset with it, but it's too late now. The damage is done. It's going to be chaos. We're going to live with it. Sometimes you have to live with your choices, and I have to live with my choices of how I decided to path this zoo. So it'll be a learning experience for all of us. Anyway, I'm going to put a little path here, because this will be the actual, like, viewing area. So this will be, like, the outside space, and then we'll, like, walk around here to, like, an indoor space. Right, so then I'm gonna go... Oh, this is the other thing I'm really excited for. This is the best thing. If you play this game, or if you've watched me try to deal with this, they've added a ramp stamping tool. I'll just show you real quick. So, like, all of those times trying to make mountains and crap, now you can do this, and it makes a freaking slope. It goes that way, or it goes down to the ground. So if you need to, like, do an underground viewing area, you can, like, actually make a path. It's like the best tool they've added to this game. That part was free. That came with a free update. Is seriously, it's hard to articulate unless you have played this game how life-changing that really is. That thing that they did. Okay, so we're just gonna... I don't even know that I want it to go that deep. I think we're just gonna do like a teeny tiny little bloop into the ground. Like just a little ground bloop. Like a tiny smidgen of a ground bloop. That's all. And then we're gonna do this. And this will be like... And I'm actually potentially gonna take this path away and then put the path more right up at the edge. But for right now, it's just gonna stay there as a guide. It's too far. Because I want this path to go around. Yeah, that's fine. So, like, we got a little thing. Now, out of curiosity, no, my water treatment does not make it all the way here. So if I wanted to give them, like, a little pond, I'd have to do something about that. And I might do that, and I might not. We will decide in the future. We got a little run around space, and then we're gonna build a building. I don't have all of my wall pieces, but I should have a fair amount now. I do like the Australian wood wall. Brick might work, honestly. Concrete wall's pretty standard, but unexciting. This is what I used for the bat house. I actually really like that. You could give them this. These stone pieces are also some of my go-tos. Oh, I should be looking at just wall pieces. That would make it better. This came with the European pack, and I like the European stone a lot too. I don't want to use glass in this case. I might use glass for the roof. I like to put glass roofs on just because for me, bird's eyeing it, it's just easier for me to see what's going on in there, even if it's less practical. Metal plank wall is not the worst thing. Mud wall just feels kind of like... It just feels very pointedly themed. Like, if I was making an Africa area and I wanted to commit, I could do that. But I could use the mud wall, but without the design on it. That might work. I kind of like that. Erlin's here! Welcome, Erlin! Good to see you. How's life treating you? I hope well. Oh, this is fun. We can have some fun with that. Obviously, the snow wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. What is this? Twilight. Oh, this is the new. This is new. This is new to the pack I bought. Twilight. It's nice. The wooden plank wall is kind of what I'm feeling, actually. I think we'll do this. Now, this will be kind of a tall area for the foxes, but it will work really well for, like, the people that need to, like, see in there, right? Good, I'm glad you're fine. Glad you're doing well. So we have this. So it'll be like that. I'm gonna do this so that they have like, they can like come in and out there. Because I could do the doorway. I just don't know. I don't know if they can fit through the doorway. I guess let's do it. We'll do this. And if they can't fit, then I'll just adjust. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. Then I think this is probably where the people can come in. So they can also... Well, I wonder if they're in the arch. Do I have wood? Arch, I do. I like that. So this is where people can kind of walk in to see the foxes. Like that. I don't think that I actually want to make this by 4. There we go. And then we'll go back to wall pieces. Sometimes the sorting in this game is a little irritating, but that's fine. Make a little building. We can put some with the like windows in it, I guess. I mean, they're not windows, they're shop fronts, but we can pretend they're windows. So that it's kind of dark in there, but not like super dark. In fact, let's take those off and just do that all the way across. Oh no, I did it wrong. Oh god. It's wrong. Now we can, no! It's all going so wrong. Okay, we fixed it. Everyone stop panicking. We fixed it. Where is it? Where are these things here off the top? I saw something cool. And then it disappeared, never to be seen again. I guess I just will never know what looked cool. That's not... Maybe it was that, and I'm just crazy. I feel like if we do wood, it will look real dark, and I'm not sure I'm into that, but I'm also not sure I'm into a glass roof, because I kind of want it somewhat dark. So what if we did this here? Oh, you know, hold on. I'm silly. Gosh, hold on. I did want it 4 across. I'm just a goof. Okay. I'm just a goof. Okay. Hold on. Material, wood. That will make this so much faster. Okay. We're actually going to replace this here. Because 2 of these are going to be where the animals are. I kind of forgot the whole the animals have to go there somewhere bit. Okay. Debating if you should retake a class. Ooh. See if you could do better the second time. Did you... Like, I'm assuming it's for a better grade, but I don't know. Usually one does not retake a class because it was so much fun the first time. But it could be your life. I don't know. Was it extenuating circumstances that caused you some grief? Or do you think you just have a much better handle on it now than when you started? Okay, we're gonna do glass here. Just because it just makes my life easier if I can see inside. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it works better for me. No, more like they got the grade, but you didn't learn it. Oh! Well, that's annoying. Hate it when that happens. I don't know that... I mean, if you didn't learn anything the first time, what makes you think you'll learn anything the second time? Just with a different professor, you think it might go better? Where do windows live? Doors and windows. Oh. Oh, nice, okay. I just want glass. Is that still much to ask for? Apparently that's a lot to ask for. Let's try this. Glass. Okay, this is closer to what I was looking for. See, this isn't the same though. I need something that's not on a thing. It's a butchery class. I mean, do you get to eat? I mean, if it's a class where you get, like, food, then I'm, like, for it. Because, like, food. So you're thinking it would just be a person who would take a class again just because you enjoy that much. I guess I shouldn't speak for everyone. That's funny. The classes are so expensive. I just would like a glass panel to put in this window, and apparently I'm asking for a lot. And I don't know how to handle that emotionally. Whoa, that is incorrect. I don't know what I would ever use this for, but that's incorrect. These are... Why would you make a window not the size of the window? I'm just really confused why you would ever make a window not the size of the window. I can get a magnifying glass, apparently. Okay, brand? That's not what I want. Material. No, I'm looking for, like, not snappable. That will change what I want. See, and that's not what I need something that's not locked to the grid, first of all. See, that is just not the right shape. I wonder if I could cheat it. See, that's close. Okay. We're gonna attempt cheating and see what happens. Turn on snap, because that will make this go much better. Because that's straight up. That is. Okay. So then go to X again. Okay, cheating works. Cheating works. Just do that. This is entirely unnecessary, but it'll make me happy. You know, it's one of those things. It's especially not as... If I were a smarter player, I would not have done this step at this stage. Because, like, you know, what if I have to move all this again? Okay. And so then we're going to go back into walls. And we're going to do walls. Actually, I still want glass, though. Because what we're going to do... This time I want something that is snap to grid, but I want the most basic... Actually, this would work. Right, because, like, I just want something that's going to be... Where was that obnoxiously large piece of glass where I was like, why would you ever use this? That might be exactly what I need. Where did that live? Opaque wall is not what I need. I need something that is unopaque. Clear even. Okay. This also works. Like, I could do this and it would be exceptionally less complicated than what I'm trying to do. But that doesn't sound fun. Why would I want to be exceptionally less complicated? Oh, this isn't even the right height, I don't think. Might be. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put down 1, the uncomplicated way. This is what we like to call a guide. Then we're gonna do it the complicated way with the help of the guide. Every pro Planet Zoo player tells you never put the roof on until you've built all of the inside. Because I'm a pro Planet Zoo player, I'll tell you that, but I will also not do it. Okay, are you sticking out of the roof? That's important to me emotionally. Nope, you are not sticking out of the roof. Okay. Copy. That. This is gonna not line up properly and it's gonna make me so angry. You just wait. Hey, it might be lining up properly. Look at it, hey look! I'm probably using these things for their intended use. That's probably why it's working. Okay, now we're gonna go here and take out the guide. We're gonna come back over here and make another one. You're one of those weird people who loves learning. You're fine. I don't mind learning. I just don't always want to pay for it. I do love to live dangerously. Why would I do it the easy way? That would defeat so much. Oh, this looks pretty as frick. Okay. Okay, I'm slightly proud of myself at this point in time. Okay, next thing to find out if this is gonna work is, can I put a path in here? All things I could have asked myself at a different stage in life. Okay. So, what if I did this? And then I was like, grid. Oh, there's hope. There is hope. There is hope. Let's find out what happens here. Okay, that doesn't look horrendous. I'm a little annoyed at that, but we can stick some plants there or something. It'll be fine. Little viewing area. Got a little viewing area going. It'll be pretty. Okay, so that's like that. Now we're gonna go into. Well, let's think about this actually. I'm gonna go back into terrain. Where do I want the zookeeper to come in and out? Probably here, because then you can. Well, zookeeper in and out here would work because of this path. I almost kind of wish I would have put an entrance there. I might still put an entrance. Hold on. What if we did this? What if I go in here? Go boop. And I go boop. The boop sound effect is highly important. And I go wood. Sometimes just typing it is faster than actually plugging in the filter the right way. And we do that. And then we go back to paths. And do aligned grid. And again, boop. That way it's a walkthrough. You'll get better traffic through there anyway if we do this. And we'll deselect grid because otherwise this won't connect well. Because this game likes chaos. That's not what we will do. Okay, so we'll go to terrain. Sorry, what I'm trying to do is make room for a staff gate. That's what I'm trying to do. So some of this is going to be flat and not actually down in this little zone. So what we'll do is we'll do barriers. And then here, let's see, do the Finnick foxes need, okay, it's okay if they have a climbable fence. That's always an important thing to figure out. So we'll do this here. Smaller. I'm gonna go like this. I'm actually just gonna expand this here. And then we're gonna do null fences, which are just where you tell the game, pretend this is a fence. And then it'll go like, alright, if you really want to pretend this is a fence. And I'm like, I do want to pretend this is a fence. Okay, and then this will just go there. And a little more. There we go. Doop. To there. And then we'll go back to the fence again. Slightly bigger pieces that don't look quite so ridiculous. Like that. And then we'll come here. Then, how tall did it need to be? 4.5 feet. Okay, so this will not be enough for a null barrier, I don't think. So I think what we'll do... See, this is 6.5 feet. It might be, like, just enough. This is what we'll do. We're gonna put this here. And we'll do this, like that. And then what I'm gonna do is... This I want to leave up taller, because I don't want to create... Well... Say that, and then maybe I don't mean that. So, they need 4.5 feet, right? That's what that was? Oh, 4.95 feet. Okay, that's taller than 4.61 feet. So like that. And I'll probably end up sticking some, well, that's, look at that being just barely not correct. Okay. So we're gonna do that. But this part of the fence, that's like along here, will actually dip lower. And then I think what my plan is, well, we'll keep going here in a second. Small wooden gate. Put that here. So the gate can go there. We'll do path. I like. Where did it go? Okay. We're gonna delete this out because I'm gonna do something different here now. But like I said, this was here as a guide. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. We're just playing a little Planet Zoo today. We're mixing it up. I needed a break. As much as I am loving Deathloops. That's not the issue. What I actually want to do is that, and that's just going to work so much better. That looks a little ugly, but that's okay. And then what I'm actually going to do, so if you hold down the control button, it will let you make a path that doesn't try to connect to other paths. If you, at the same time, hold down the shift button, you can raise this up a little bit. So I'm going to go to that height, and I'm going to go right up there. And we're going to run this along the edge here. And then it'll be a raised platform from which to view the foxes. And we're going to hit control again so I can tell this to do something different. Why won't you make... Yeah, I see there's a malformed path. I don't want it. Why are you like this? Okay. You know what? I'll just live with that. I don't care that much. This will go there, but this will also go there. Look at all this perfectly nice viewing area. Now that we've committed to all of this, is this big enough? Oh yeah, it's more than big enough. Excellent. So the next step will be, getting some fennec foxes, and then trying to figure out if we can figure out how this is supposed to be set up. Fennec fox. So we'll buy all 4 of these. 2 dudes, 2 chicks, and see if the game tells me if it's a problem that there's 2 dudes and 2 chicks. More than likely, how it is with like all the dog species in this game, and how it is with any kind of dominance-based animal, is it's usually the 2 dominant ones that mate anyway. And so even if I have a lot of them, I'm not going to get more having baby foxes. I just realized this malformed path is still there. But that's okay. We'll actually just do that. Okay. Look at all that. So exciting. So they're gonna bring us our foxes. We still have to make all this look prettier, but we will in the future. Or I will. This will be made to look better. So now when you walk this way, you lose the vista a little bit, which is kind of a bummer. It's not really what I wanted. But I could also move this path. Just be more over here. But I just think that building is really cool. I don't think this is a bad vista anyway. I think this is fine. Hey, here we go. Alright, so we're gonna hit pause real quick. Can they escape? Alright, cool. They cannot escape anywhere. That is excellent news. Absolutely excellent news. Oh, you came in injured. That's no good. I never put anybody in quarantine first because I live dangerously. Okay, social group. Once all 4 of them get in here, we'll see how they feel. They don't seem to mind. Okay. They're so tiny. They're so effing tiny. I shouldn't have even made what I made as that big. Oh my gosh. Look at it! Ah, so cute. Just so freaking cute. Okay. Alright. You guys need so many things. So let's get to work on all of the things you need. You want a heck of a lot more sand. Like just so much more sand. Okay. You don't mind soil and grass. Okay, so let's we'll put the sand in here then. I don't think sand is an unusual indoor material. Come on. There we go. Much happier now. Much happier. At least in that regard. Okay, let's do enrichment items. Habitat. Species. Fennec fox. Okay. Beds and shelters. Okay, you guys are not burrowers, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to anticipate you sleep in here. You know, the only problem with this is it's not two-sided, or it's not one-sided glass, so hopefully that does not become a problem for them. But if it does, I will deal with it. Setting down. Lots of little snoozy places. I also have some ideas of, like, some other things we might do in here. But I want to get this started. Because, like, what we could do... Because they're so tiny. Like, they're just so tiny. So we could actually go to construction. Let's see here. I wonder if they could sleep in these things. I feel like they could. Like, I bet I could stick one of these outside here and they could actually sleep in it. We're just gonna pretend it's not from East Asia, which it totally is. what are some other, like, neat things we could put, like, kind of like this idea of, like, in here. Like, some props of stuff. Words are kind of not my thing today. But, like, I could do this. And do that. And then do that. I don't think they can fit in there, but I can pretend that they can. And that prospect can make me happy. And then we'll just make a couple of these. I kind of like how this looks anyway. Just to have something like in here so it's not just like, here's a room I made. Even though that's exactly what it is. It's a room I made. Like that. And like that. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into multi-select. I'm going to select 1, 2, 3. We're going to do all but one of these. And then I'm going to copy that. Bring that up. Bring that over. Like that. Check. And then again with multi-select. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Gregory! How are you, Gregory? How would you define a dog that looks like a politician, like Donald Trump if he was a doge? How would I define that? Oh, I see. You put the punchline after the joke with no punctuation in between. I understand now. Probably, honestly, yeah. And their complexion is not altogether dissimilar. So I see what you're saying. Let's see here. And then up we go. See, this looks kind of cool. I don't know that I like that I did that, but that's okay. And then let's do one more layer. And then I have an idea of how to fix the hole. You can see the back of him in there. This doesn't need to be that tall. We don't need to be absurd about it. And then, what if I did... Oops, no. No. Oh, I see why it's mad at me. There we go. I understand why it's mad at me now. Nope. Okay, looks like I have to click these individually because I'm a genius. That's fine. Who doesn't love watching me click things? I know I love watching me click things. It's the most riveting thing. Alright, I wanna click a basket. What's the poem? A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I don't remember the colors that were involved in the nursery rhyme. There we go. And then I'll hit X, and then we'll bring everybody forward. There we go. There we go. That was totally worth it. If you ask me. Now, the question is, how funny would it be if they could go in there? Nope, they can't. Aww, that's fine. I can always wish that they could. And that'll be enough. But they can get through here, which is the part I was worried about. So they can come through these little doors. So some baskets. What else looks neat? These things are cool. Again, I just wish I could find something that they could, like, sit in. Which they probably could sit in these. The question is, would they, though? Archways. General props. What are these? Can I fit you inside one? I can. Okay. I do... The pallets kind of fit the theme, I feel like. Maybe the smaller ones, though. I feel like the palettes fit the theme. Decals, archways, centerpieces. We'll get more stuff unlocked too. I don't have everything unlocked at this time. So we can always play with stuff later. Yeah, that's good enough for now. I'll come back in and look at this stuff more after we get other stuff unlocked. The vases aren't entirely out of place. I like the idea that they just kind of like found this place and were like, oh, I'll live here. Okay. Oh, out of curiosity, can they go in these like I thought? They cannot. I wonder why. They just must not be able to. Well, I can still think they should, and that'll be enough for me. Okay, so back to habitat. Food and water. Okay, we'll do a large tray just because I'm going to have a lot of them. And then we'll put a water pipe out here, and we'll put a water pipe inside so that they don't have to, like, go outside of their little spot. Enrichment items. Oh, definitely tennis balls. 100% tennis balls. I mean, they're doggos. They can use the tunnel? Oh yeah, then that's a thing that's happening if they can use these. That would be kind of fun if you wanted to build like a walkover habitat. I wonder if that would work. Where like you could have them walk over people in it. I don't know how that would work. Enrichment. Okay. We have no food enrichment for them yet, so they're just gonna kind of have to not have their meals enriched for right now. African desert. Let's go here real quick. This is low warthogs. Low warthogs. Who's on? This person who's on disease duty is now on Finnick Fox duty, so we can start upgrading things. This guy's so happy. He's like, I'm so good at my job. Okay, so again, we'll buy all 4 and see if the game's gonna be like, you're having fights due to overcrowding, and if it doesn't, then we're fine. Okay. Nature. Rocks. They're so excited. They're like, I'm the best at my job. It'd be kind of nice if they could run up this. I don't know if they can, but it would be like a fun little thing they could sit on, and the guests could get like a better view of them. Like Pride Rock, but for foxes. Which is effectively what this is, so we can do that with this at least. Honestly, if they can't go in these, I don't think they look that great. So I think I'm actually going to get rid of those. Many guests think the zoo is underpriced. Well, they thought it was overpriced like a day ago, so I don't really want to, like, live my life by other people's opinions. Okay. Alright. This up slightly. Now, out of curiosity, can you guys climb on the rocks? Oh, you can climb on the rocks. Excellent. My plan worked. They can climb up the thing, which will give these people who died. I think it's my prairie dogs. My prairie dogs are all like 5 zillion years old in prairie dog years. I have to go deal with that population soon because I think I'm underpopulated soon. That's okay. I want to finish that theme because I want to know what's all in it because I've never used it before. we'll just... I don't have an economy in this game. Like, I have money turned off. But if I don't do something about this, I'm just gonna have that pop-up notification for 500 years, and I don't want that. Okay. What do you think? What are your thoughts? I'm enjoying the view of the common warthog 4 months ago. It's not a very specific, helpful thought to me at this moment. What do you think? I like the view of the fennec fox from here. It's good. ... Okay, well that's exciting. We're gonna call this Tatooine in honor of Finnick. Alright, are they still pretty happy with their social group? Yes. Okay, so now we have 8 Finnick foxes. So that's pretty neat. I think a Finnick fox just phased into the rocks, but you know, that's fine. Okay, plants. Let's get some trees going here. Ooh, this is pretty. We'll turn on random rotation. What else do we want? I wonder if I can do this without effing everything up. We're gonna find out. Sculpting, roughen, intensity at half. Just do that a little bit. Like, just, I don't want so much flat ground. Basically what I'm getting at. There we go. As long as that has not completely effed things up for them, and it doesn't look like it has. Nope, they're still fine. Excellent. Excellent. I wonder if I have babies, if they can fit in there. It'd be really funny if they could. That just looks so much better. I've learned my lesson about having flat ground, and the lesson is that it looks better when it's not flat. Gotta put that back under the surface. There we go. This just looks so much better. Okay. Back to nature. As they say. Put some grass in here. Some neat little grasses for them to run through. And then this is the same grass, but not dead. Basically the difference there. Ooh, yeah. I'm into whatever this is. Whatever it is, I love it, and we're gonna add it. There we go. What else do we want? We already added some of that. Oh, that's kind of neat. I don't know that we need a whole lot more, though. I want something shrubbish. Something that's a science term. Shrubbish. For up against the building. One of my giant leaf insects has died. Well, that's sad. Is it shrubbing into the building? Not really. That's good. In case you didn't know that shrub was a verb. Now you know that shrub is actually a verb. That looks so pretty. These will add a little bit of color. Like, I know it's the desert, but who says you can't have a little bit of pizzazz? You know? That's what I always say. Okay. Oh, it's an even bigger version of that. Okay. It's just because it's like only one biome, basically. I like this. I like this a lot. And then they come in here and it's like, hello, inside viewing area of the Finnick Fox. How are you? And it's all pretty exciting. Okay, okay, okay. So now we have to put in like the educational area and all that hoopla. What do we got here? Hey, my friend Lit is visiting. Hi, Lit. He's a cool dude. Oh, you're doing the leaf insect talk. This is cool. Let's watch her. She's supposed to be able to hold the leaf insect. Let's see if it works. Zoo! Welcome, Bear! This actually didn't work yesterday, so I'm kind of curious if it just needs to be patched. I love the zoo language. Come on, you're supposed to hold the thing. Hold the thing. Here it is. Oh, no. Well, fine. Didn't work. Whatever. Yeah, my prairie dogs are just all dying now. I'll have to fix that. So, yeah, we have a little area we got put in here. But we got little foxes. Our little foxes out here living their fox life. Cannot get over how cute they are. Look at that. Are you gonna go in the tunnel? Go in the tunnel. 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 Oh. Hello. Oh, it's so cute. So cute. Look, he's in the grass. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, my wombat's about to mature. That's exciting. We'll have to do a little population management here in a minute too, as one does. Yeah, there's a lot of prettying I need to do. But we will do that here. And then, hey, Finnick foxes. Does that mean they now have food enrichment? No, they don't. Okay, we'll have to wait. Okay. I should have enough pieces that we should be able to go through and make this look better. Especially because I think a lot of it, I'm going to just use trees and stuff. Does anybody have a good name for the zoo besides Tiny Zoo? I don't want to call it Tiny Zoo. But it's going to be a zoo with small animals. Like the Small Animal Zoo. So we have a catchy name. So I can make a sign for the Small Animal Zoo. I think that would be fun. Okay, so let's see here. Usually I keep the game paused when I do this kind of thing. Oh, there was more stuff. I just had it set to wood. Wow, I feel dumb. Usually I keep it paused, but because I'm trying to get my research done, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let the game run. What's something good that I can build things up? What the heck is this? European drop. I forgot that that's a thing now. Archways. General props. Big general. They added so many things, like you can get these plastic bins. I'm just very curious if I will ever use such a thing. We could do the decorative egg prop. That's pretty exciting. But they're like tiny. Bat. It's a bat. And a paper mache van. Okay. We're gonna have to do this maybe. Roofs. Walls. Columns. What is a cool thing I can make? Okay. Arches. Ooh, I like these. These are neat. We could do like a big thing with that. Oh, that's just ostentatious. I mean, that's just saying like, hello, I am a zoo. I do like these Arctic fragment things. I think we could have some fun with this. So let's go here. XX. I don't necessarily need that on angle snap. Set this on the ground. And then we're going to do random rotation, but also random rotation all. Because what we're going to do is stack it. Like, this is just a giant batch of wood that just dropped here, and this is what's happening. And this is going to be the set piece for something. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be the set piece for something. I can't spin it without it rebelling against my hands. Okay. My phone keeps going off. I don't know. don't know what it is, but it's magical, and that's all that matters. We're also gonna mow this grass, because this is ridiculous. This is like a ship exploded. Right? There we go. This is like, if you guys remember Lost, there was like that boat that was like frickin' on the top of a mountain, and no one really knew why. This is like that, only the boat died. That's what this is. But it's fine, because everyone was dead anyway, so the boat might as well die. If I just spoiled Lost for you, I'm not sorry, because I've probably just saved you from having to watch Lost. Let's see here. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look upon it. It is nothing, but we're going to turn it into something. Give it time. Things bloom in time. Not all of us are okay from the start. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with this. We're gonna mow the grass. What's going on here? Vet research. Warthogs are almost done. We're unlocking more. Okay, excellent. Twilight theme is done. We haven't even started into the Indian theme yet, nor some of these other things. Okay, that's good. Okay. Then, what this needs is nature. We need nature. We can, oh, yeah, like this, like, we can bop the crap out of some of this stuff in here. Hold on. We're gonna do random rotation instead of rotate all. But like these branches are here. They're definitely a part of this. They're involved. I don't know how, but they're involved. They kind of like, they look like what somebody would take a picture of thinking it was the Loch Ness Monster. That's what they look like. Once upon a time, there was water, but there was also a bunch of trees. And then 8 boats died. And that's what brought us this. That's the legend of the boat guts. I think it's pretty great. Okay. And then plants. It's time for trees. Let's do... Not that button. Biome... Aquatic, maybe? I feel like aquatic is gonna... Oh, yeah. But the bald cypress stuff, also really cool. They're just not very big. But they add. Not everything has to be big in order to add. You can be small and contribute. Remember that. Always remember that. When you're afraid. What else do we have? Big bald cypress. Yes. No, that's too big. That bald cypress is just bragging. Okay. How do I want this to look? So this is like the first thing you're gonna see. You're gonna put your eyes there and go, this is what the zoo means. And so it's gotta be good. We could have a weeping willow weeping for the boat. Oh, 8 dead ships, how the willow weeps for thee. Like, it's basically a song. We're just writing lore right now. That's what's happening. Mangroves. This is the worst thing I've ever made, and I love it. They're gonna go, yeah, this accurately represents where I am. I don't even know what's what's happening. This is, yep, okay. Great, okay. So there's this giant stuff. More of the grass here. Because the tall grass stuff, I honestly just don't like how it looks. I've never liked how it looks. This stuff I put down looks way more lush. I mean, again, I don't know what it is, but I think it's pretty great. If I saw that, I'd be like, ah, yeah. Now, that does kind of mess with the eye line of the zoo, but I don't think I care that much. Now, the other thing I kind of want to try, I may decide that I don't like this at all. We'll find out. I want to go into these archways and find one. Maybe this one, just because I kind of like the nudging on it. Actually, I don't hate just the wooden plank one. I kind of just like I don't want to get fancy. I just think like if I stuck this over these stands, it would look good. Actually, hold on. Put that down. Somebody's just out there yelling. And then we're gonna do that, so you can, like, it has like a style to it. And we're gonna pick this and this. And we're gonna... Yeah, that's fine. So now they're like one thing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hit duplicate. And we're gonna just bop one of these on top of all of my stands. I think is what we're gonna do. Kinda like that, see? It's not that fancy. We could definitely make it look fancier, but I'm not gonna right now. And I'll regret it later when I'm like, why didn't I make it fancy one time? And then duplicate it, but... Like I said, sometimes life is learning to live with what you did. This is pretty much the zoo of bad design, so it's okay. I just like this so much more than the regular stands that we get. I don't really know how to articulate why, but I do. Ah! Phased into the bat house for a second. Okay, so I think that's all of those. But I don't know if that's all of my... It's not all of my stands, because we still have over here. So we'll do the same thing here. The same thing here. Just kind of setting these down. And we have more. So these are all basically spaces we still need to make look good, and I haven't yet. That's okay. And this way you get a little shade as you get to the end of waiting in line. Like, that's just... How many of these things did I build? What's wrong with me? Oh my gosh, my wrist is gonna be so mad at me. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, so that's everything over here, I think. And everything over here. Okay, cool. That should be all of the stands. So we still have a lot to make pretty, but like we've made some progress here. Let's save real quick. Go to save in Yazoo. we got? We're still working through that Asian theme. Excellent. Level 2 of the Fennec Fox. Do I have... Ah! Yes, I have food enrichment now. So let's go back over there. Real quick, like. Just click on one. So how do you feel about food enrichment? More than... There we go. Now you need more toy enrichment. Curio Ball! I don't know what this is, but we're gonna add it. Okay. Cool, so they're pretty content. And then we're gonna click on this, and we're gonna add... Or not add, but we're gonna... I should be able to get food quality too, and I can. So the part of their problem too is gonna be like, my last meal wasn't great. That's fine. Next time you eat, it will be better. So they're very happy now. We have very happy foxes. Running around doing fox things. Eating some intestines or something over here. Oh, they're just so cute. Ah, hi! Hi, baby! Talking like they're freaking real. There we go. I do like... No one's taking advantage of this area, but I do really like it. I think that people will once there's something to do over here. I think they're not... First of all, none of the animals are in there anyway. Second of all, there's just not really a reason to walk all the way over there. Okay, Warthog is done. So you can go back to researching some kind of disease. Sure. You're working on this over here. India theme is underway. There's just more pieces to do stuff. Alright, let's now pivot to finishing off this spot. Can I? No. I didn't think so. It's like you can do this, but then we won't actually let you do it. Okay, well that only makes sense. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able, there's not gonna be a lot of room involved then, but what we're gonna do is animal talking point. Fennec Fox can throw food. Fennec Fox talk and then I don't know where I'm at with the schedule. Ooh, East Asia theme is done. Let's put you to work with just go ahead and finish the, oh no, start the North African. Both of these are themes I really like. Okay. Let's go to education, animal talks, timetable. Okay, so you can go to September. I might do an interior one too. We'll see. Just because there's so much room in there to do an inside one. Oh, look, they're already sleeping now. They're all sleeping and they ate their food and now they're sleeping in here. And people are kind of moving on. Alright, let's set up a display so that people might learn. No, that's not what I wanted. So like, I'm thinking this. And I'm thinking, where's the flat side? This. And then I'm thinking just like a bunch of rocks, because rocks are pretty. Big ol' rock pile like that. Wrong button. There we go. Look at this. Look at this take shape. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go facilities, habitat education board, align to surface, turn off random rotation, board, construction, all, but type in education. Zoopy African frame. There we go. Back to facilities. Educational speaker. Like that. And then you are gonna be Finnick Fox. And then I'm actually gonna then stick you underground where we can't see you. Stick you underground and click the button. Finnick Fox. Hey, they're doing the animal talk. Look. Arr. It's the same chick we watched at the other one. She should throw food in. Yep, there goes the food. She's got some kind of arm, let me tell you. You can really tell they put a medium amount of thought and planning into this. Oh, that's a little rude. This guy's like, I brought them food, why'd you feed them? Okay. Finnick Fox. Now, let's get, before she is done and they all run away, we'll go this and that probably, and we will drop some donation bins down so people can give me money. I think that's a good idea. And then we'll put some in here too. There we go. We need to put some educational things in here also. I just haven't done it yet. What are you doing? Why are you walking through the fence? What does this person have to say? Gotta be impressed by how many black-tailed prairie dogs they have. That's gotta be impressive. If you're not impressed, you're not paying attention. Look at all the foxes. Look at the foxes. That research. Okay. What? The speaker is too far away? Oh, well, I can just move it. That's fine. Is that fine? Does that make you happy? Okay, that makes it not yell at me. In that case, we can expand the range a little bit. There we go. People will get educated on the Finnick Fox. Now, what I want to know is if I type in Fox, do I have Finnick Fox statues? I do. Now we're talking. Don't align them to the surface. So I think what we can do is we'll just put down some like fox statues. I think that'll be fun. Wrong button. So then you're like, what is this? Oh, this is a statue of the real animal that I could see if I just walked around the corner. Somebody's just really excited over there. There we go. And then, you know, time for some plants. Biome, desert. Again. Put some pretty flowers down. And some stuff. Some stuff and things. Make it look like we care a little bit. Because the idea is I want you to, like, go see them, right? Like, not try to look at them from a distance. There we go. So that, and then we can do the same kind of thing here. There we go. Like that, and then we'll go to rocks. Like that. Just put a little texture on the ground. Back to plants. These grasses down. I gotta go check on my wombat. I bet my wombat grew up and is now stressing out the other wombats. Because I wasn't paying attention. There we go. And, you know, just some basic landscaping. Since they like sand so much, we can do this. There we go. Look at that. That's a nice little spot. Nice little spot. Looking good. We'll slowly get this looking better at the zoo. Just a lot of heavy lifting for the cleaning. Alright, so we got India theme. Start with the North Africa theme. Researching some diseases, as one does. Right, the other thing we're gonna do, trash bins. Is we're just gonna put some more trash bins down because people are disgusting and they cannot, for the life of themselves, figure out where they should throw their trash. And it is a constant source of stress for me. So we'll do this. And then we'll go benches. I'm just a big fan of the not these, the New World benches. They're just they just look good with every set of any possible design. And so I just use these a lot. Hold on, which way? Okay, they are facing the correct way. So people can sit and look at the foxes. Now we need to get some educational resources in here somewhere. I don't really want it to take up the glass, but it could. Alternatively, I could put it here, but I have the windows going. I don't know how I want. I think we'll just put it on the glass. I don't think that would be horrible. What animal died? Was it another? Yeah, I gotta check on my animal. Why are we all the way over here? The camera just got really excited for a second. We'll finish this up, and then I gotta check on my animal populations. But now we have, this is from the North Africa set, and the foxes are from the North Africa pack, I'm pretty sure, so this will work out nicely. Even though I don't really, it's so big and obnoxious. What if instead? Oh, you know what? They can cover part of the window. I won't hate that. That's fine. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go into facilities again. Habitat Education Board. Habitat Education Board. Educational speaker. I don't think there's any power in here. I think that's what it's trying to tell me. Yeah, that is in fact what it is trying to tell me. Power? Yeah. Definitely not even close to powered. Like 0% powered whatsoever. What if I did this? If I did this, that would pretty much power everything in there. Negative, and it's not really near the guests. can do a staff path. Like that. Oh, my baby Chinese pangolin is also immature, so that's exciting. Fennec fox. Fox, and we're also gonna go. And then we're gonna go here. Fennec fox, and then we're also gonna go. I'm just sinking it under the ground because then I don't have to look at it. It can just be there, magically doing things. There we go. Now we have some education boards going on in here. And eventually we can do some more decorating too. It's just, we're not gonna at the moment. They're all in here now. So now there's stuff for people to do if they decided to come in here to see them. But there's enough of them too where you can still see some out here, I think. Sorry, this camera is ridiculous. I know, I apologize if I'm making anybody sick. Yeah, they're running back out. What do you think? Let's talk about other stuff. Okay. Research alert. Okay, we can research something else. I don't know what any of these diseases are. Alright, let's, oh, they're about to give birth. That's exciting. Alright, let's go through our animals. See how we're doing. Giant centipedes are holding strong. So far, if I click on these, how do you guys feel about your social group? You technically feel like there's too many, but there's also several of you that are old. So I'm not going to really worry about this. Somehow, I have not had any notifications that they're inbreeding, so I'm kind of content to let them kind of keep doing what they're doing. These guys are still young enough where they could have another baby, so we're going to release this fella to the wild. Oh, well that's fine. I didn't mean to release him to the wild anyway. I didn't realize I still had him out there. Warthogs are too new. I shouldn't have to worry about any of this yet, but they've already had babies. Warren. I'm assuming... Yeah, so Warren's gonna get released to the wild. The bat should be doing fine. So anything that's in an exhibit, that's... Oh, I can show you guys that. They added another mechanic to the game that is absolutely awesome. These guys are doing good. These good. So, if you've ever watched me play this before, you've watched me when I've had an exhibit go nuts over population control. They added a population control management task. So I can tell the game, I only want 2 males, and I only want 3 females, and this is what I want you to do with them. I want you to put them in trade center, sell for cash, sell the wild. And I can prioritize things, and I don't know if priority means priority to keep or priority to sell, but whatever. But it makes managing those populations way easier. Just way, way, way easier. Because I basically don't have to babysit them anymore. This person's about to start a talk. They can't handle those giant centipedes anyway. So we've made some pretty good progress here. We made the giant boat graveyard, whatever this is. That exists. We still have a lot of prettying to do through here. But we built a whole habitat, and it's looking pretty good over there. So I'm pretty happy about that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I ever... No, I did put up some stuff with warthogs. I was thinking I didn't. If I click on the warthogs, can they have... They should be... Yeah, they can have better quality food, so we'll increase the warthog food quality to top. Where's our baby? There's a baby warthog! There's a baby warthog going for a swim! Hi, baby warthog! So cute! Just a little swimming warthog. So good. Just so cute. Okay, so warthogs are actually pretty okay. I mean, it can be made pretty, but... And here's our prairie dogs. It's a baby prairie dog. Baby prairie dog. Ah! He's so cute. Just so cute. And then it said our fennec foxes just had a baby. So let's go find the baby fennec fox. Baby fennec fox. Where are you, baby fennec fox? Is that you? Oh, there's a baby fennec fox. Hi. Look, he's so proud of himself. Look at him. Oh my. That's so cute. That's so cute. Okay, I'm kind of curious. Can they? No, they can't go in here either. So the game must just not let them go in there, which is fine. It would have been a cool idea, but it's not letting me do it. Baby fennec foxes. Oh, they're so cute. What do you have to say? This guy is like, I can't see a black-tailed prairie dog, but like you can literally walk around in the habitat, just walk somewhere else. I love this place. Have people finally stopped saying my zoo is small? That's what everyone was saying about it. Because litter is disgusting. A lot of people seem to have a litter problem. But they're, at least they're, finally since we added this habitat, they're not like, there's nothing to do with this zoo. Okay, where's the litter? Did it get fixed? There's a little bit there. Oh, there's not that much litter. There's like 2 spots. That's literally what the handyman people are there for. Limber! The warthog is about to mate. You're stressed? Why are they stressed? Well, it's because you're standing right next to the people. Yeah. I had a feeling that would happen, but that's okay. Once there's like more animals to see too, it won't be as much of a problem. I'm really sad no one's come in here yet. This is such a cool spot. Somebody will come in here eventually, like I said, once there's something to do. They just don't because it's, you can see them right there. Mechanic research. Almost done with the India theme. Vet research. Okay. What else here? Interesting. Pale is one of my friends. I don't know that I recognize those other names, but I might be not realizing something. Okay. We still need... Here is where I want to put the sign for whatever we eventually call the zoo. The zoo needs a name. So I'm reserving that spot for zoo name. Let's go over here and just start, let's just start making things look good. Multiple animals are stressed. Yeah, it's just because the zoo's getting more people in it. Like, the number of people in my zoo has basically doubled since the stream started. So, that would be part of it. I want random rotation back on. What are these? Ooh, bristlecone pines. These would, see, these would look, I must have gotten these more recently. This stuff will look great in, wow, I love this. This has to be from the Twilight Pack. These are gonna come over here. You can make like an arch with these? That's so cool! I'm into it. I really am. This is gonna be a part of the ship graveyard lore. Okay, anyway, what was I working on? I was over here. I'm looking for bushes. You know, this would work. I could just not show people the trunk. No one would ever have to know. I mean, we would know, but we're not going to tell anyone, right? This is going to be our secret, that this is what we're doing. And then I want something flowery. There's so many flowers now, but they're not in this, apparently. This is cool. You can get autumn leaf later now. I really like that. I put some of that in with the bats. This is cool. This is one of those pre-made things. I try not to use too much pre-made stuff, but I do like looking at it, obviously, because you can learn how to make stuff by looking at what the game pre-makes. Oh, I'm gonna get tired. There we go. This is kind of what I was looking for. Is some. We'll mow the grass here in a second. But just some flowers is pretty much what I'm looking for. Daisies. They basically added a buttload of like red poppies and stuff, just like wildflowers. It's a Sarge! Sarge, how are you? We're playing a little Planet Zoo today. I got the new upgrades and stuff, and so we're here trying it out. I started building the zoo, but I didn't take the time to make anything pretty, so we're kind of like, I built the infrastructure, and now we're, like, we added that today, and we added this, so we're just kind of going through and adding some pretty stuff. Oh, I love this game. They added, this is why I wanted to stream it today, I'm so excited. They added their first flying animal, so they added bats. And you can, like, walk through here and they actually fly around. It's pretty cool. I'm glad. It was a zen kind of day. I was not really feeling it today, to be honest. And so I was like, you know what? We're going to stream some zoo today because I want to get back into playing this. Look, I love this. And then we built this on stream. It is perfect for Halloween. It was called the Twilight Pack. And so they added a bunch of nocturnal animals with it, which was really cool. But these are who we added today. These are so cute. Look, they're finnick foxes. Come here. Come here. Look, there's a fox. Hi, little fox. It's so cute. So freaking cute. He's apparently stressed out by all the people standing here. That research. We're almost done researching the Fennec Fox. Does that mean we have like more toys for them now? Okay, we got some more stuff. That's good. That's good. What does it say? I think that's... It's like the song, but more high-pitched because they're babies. Look at all the many I have. These are babies. Look at the baby foxes. Baby fox. There you go. See, it's telling you what it says. Baby fox. Baby fox. I love it. Person's doing a tour. Alright. Where were we? I think we were adding some foliage over here. I need a name. Need a remix of that. I need a name for my zoo. So this zoo, we are specifically building only small animals. And I need like a really cutesy, potentially punny name for the zoo. Because it's just named Tiny Zoo right now, but I want something a little bit flashier, but I haven't been able to think of anything. I'm also spilling water all over myself like a genius. At some point, too, the other thing I want to do, I haven't done anything for nighttime in this game, which you all know is one of my favorite things, is to make the zoo look pretty at night, but I haven't done that yet. But we made the big ship graveyard. That doesn't make any sense, but I love it. And then we have like a nice little spot here. Let's put short grass here. I hate how the tall grass looks. I've always hated how the tall grass looks in this game. And every map starts with all tall grass. It drives me insane. It's not what I meant to do. So we'll just add some stuff in here. This game really sends me out too. There's just so many days that I just need. Gosh, they added Foxglove. What I really like about this company is they really, really, really listen to their players. And, like, that's a double-edged sword, right? Because, first of all, sometimes your players suck. Like, toxic gaming communities absolutely exist. And I believe that there's a certain amount in which games are responsible for that, and I think there's a certain amount of that where it's outside of the devs' control. But that's a more nuanced conversation for not right now. But, Planet Zoo does not have anywhere near a toxic community, first of all. But secondly, they really do listen to, like, what players want. So, like, a lot of building-oriented players, which I'm trying to become, really wanted more flowers. And they really wanted, like, that kind of stuff. And these last couple of packs, I mean, I bought 3 together, so it probably feels like there was more things added than there was all in a go because I added one. But, like, this most recent one added giant mushrooms, which is really cool. So, like, there's all these really cool stuff that got added that are just flowers. Like, just cool flowers. They added, you know, flying animals, because that's something we've been asking for like a year now. I say that like I've been an active part in doing it. I'm not really helping my Planet Zoo community in any way. But, like, they keep adding a lot of things that regular players and builders ask for. They added a new terrain tool, which is just going to change my life. I haven't really used it on this zoo yet because I haven't done any, like, underwater viewing spots, but I'm going to, because I want to use, eventually I want to build the otters, and I'll want it for that, and there's a couple of small gator species, but, I don't know, I'm just always impressed by Frontier and what they do for their players. I just think they're, in terms of, like, fostering a community, look, they added, like, freaking vine tomatoes. Like, how wild is that? And, like, the only real reason for something like that is, like, yeah, you can put them in your habitats, but you can also, like, you know, if you've ever been to a zoo where they have, like, a community garden, I don't know if that's a normal thing. There's a zoo by me that I love, Potter Park Zoo. Kathleen, I still want to take you to that someday. If you could ever, like, visit my part of the state when you're in town, you would love it. But they have a lot of that. They literally have a garden inside the zoo that people can, like, sign up to work on. Like, it's just really cool. So I don't know how common that is in a zoo, or if it's more of a small zoo thing or what, but it's in the zoo I go to the most, and I love it. And so, like, adding something like that, I think is just really cool. And a sign that they care about what all of us out there wants. Let's add a little color in there. Not a lot, but, like, you know, a little. And obviously there's not a lot going on here, but this is just, like, to make it pretty when you walk by. That. And I think what I'll do through here is we'll go to facilities and we'll grab these things, these conservation boards, because they're a good way to get your education score up. You would have so much fun. We would have a great zoo time. We could take Tyler, he likes going, and we just have a zoo day. I don't go as much anymore now that Ty's out of school. Because I used to go with him on field trips. And now he's not going on field trips, so I don't go. Alright, let's put these down. This just kind of gives guests something to read while they walk around. And then usually with these, unless there is something I'm trying to do in like for a specific theme or whatever, I usually just go down the list. So that I'm not duplicating things. I don't know if there's actually any kind of penalty to like their education bonus if they're duplicated or not, but it makes me feel happy, so you know, there we are. Base of species, and then I think this is the last one. It is. So if I do that one, then there's still quite a few more. Did they add? I think they added some. I think species reintroduction is also new since the last time I played. That's cool. It's very cool. So that at least is like through here. This is a little bit better. And then what I like to do sometimes, this is something new I've started. I don't really like this like seeing for infinity into nothingness. So what I like to do is go to construction and just pick like a wall that looks fine. So like brick's okay. I don't like how the top of brick looks. We can use the European rustic cobblestone wall. That's perfectly fine. And we're gonna line this up with these white dots as best we can. And we're basically just gonna build a wall. Nope, we did not do that well. I'll do that. I guess I can give it some breathing room that way. If I don't get it lined up perfectly, it's fine. And pretty much the reason why I do this is just because in walking mode, it's less obvious that it's just infinity and nothingness out there. So this is going to go well back into what guests can see. And then what we can do here. Yeah, it's like a big old Max Chat reunion in here. I love it. I hope that kid's doing okay. I hope he's out there doing okay. Put some trees down. Like that. Caribou moss. Push. Oh, this works. I just want something. Honestly, we can cheat this a little bit too, because no one will notice it's floating. There we go. And I think the other thing we can do is we can just go into rocks. Rocks solve all of your problems. I don't really care if that's in the warthog habitat. There we go. See, that's just so much better. Like, just so much better to walk past this. And then we can put signs on there and stuff if we want. It's just so much better that way. Let's see. Slap a bunch of this down. Music's playing out of something. The music in this game is great. On. And then we can put some daisies down, because that'll add some color. I don't know what that sound is, but I love it. And then here. And just do this. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna need to eat soon. There we go. See, that just looks so much better. And eventually, like I said, I can add some signs there if I want. I'm not going to do that right now, but it just, if we drop the camera down, the Google Maps calendar, or the Google Maps camera, all of my prairie dogs are dying of old age, which is alright. I mean, it's of old age, right? There's not much about that I can do. So that looks so much better. So much better. This is kind of the next spot I want to fill in, I think, is over here by these exhibits. Research complete. There we go. Yeah, this is looking so much better than when we started. Just so much better. This needs to be filled in pretty badly too, though. I wonder, this would be a great spot for a water feature, I think. This is a tool I still don't really understand how to use, the flattened terrace. So we're gonna push this down a little baby bit. And we're gonna make this rock, I think. I see what that is. I put coolers down through a bunch of the main walkway because it's really hot. It's 91 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't know what that is in Celsius, but that's hot. If you were to convert that to Celsius, you would go, that's very hot. So one of my kind of hacks I use in the game is if guests are kind of unhappy because of the temperature, I will put coolers or heaters down where they're walking, which is really supposed to be for habitats, but I'll use it for the people too. And they can like stand somewhere and cool off, which I like doing. India theme. Okay, we have finished the India theme. Let's start on the South America themes. We'll have so many more building pieces here shortly. Okay, see that? I pushed that down, but not a lot. Oh, I see. It's still on 50% intensity. That's why. I don't really mind that. There we go. See, it's a nice little pond. And we don't have to worry about cleanliness because it's not in a habitat. Just kind of keep whatever all of these diseases are, I still don't know. But it'll keep our animals healthier if we research them. Do I have bounds? Still I do. So we'll just put some rocks down. Kind of make this water edge look a little bit more natural. Which won't super matter because I will eventually put plants down too, which will also help, but I just want this whole thing surrounded by rock. There we go. Looks very much. There we go. And then we can go back to put some autumn leaf litter down, but it's hard to see on this ground. These are good. Yeah, bearberry bush. That's some nice color. I'll just put this down like everywhere. Because I like putting in trees, but then trees have, you know, trunks, which means they don't cover up all of the ground. There we go. I like putting stumps in sometimes. I think they look cool. They're just like a nice little character. I like foxglove as a flower. Like, don't eat it or anything, but like, I think foxglove looks cool. So let's put some of that in, because I haven't gotten to use it a lot, and it seems like something you would find by this pond. Ooh, sunflowers. That was the other thing they added that I thought was really cool. Look, Sarge, it's a sunflower like yours. You planted foxglove? Nice. Just don't eat it, and you'll be fine. I want some kind of, maybe, well, like the taller version of this. Not that tall. Yeah. I like this. Yeah, see, that looks kind of cool. And it also kind of just separates it off, right? So when you walk somewhere, you really feel like you've gone somewhere else. And then on this side, like it could use a little bit more love on this side, but I think it looks good too. So let's put a little bit more stuff down here. I think it could use some kind of like small pretty tree, like something like that. Oh, yeah, the smaller version of that I like. It's a sunflower. There we go. Look, that looks so much better. So much better. Sorry about that. One of these days, my mom will learn to not barge right in. It's not today, but one day she'll learn. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. And I kind of like putting in the, like, yeah. Drop some of this stuff in. I know what you're thinking. Jess, is this altogether that different from the tall grass that you got rid of? Yes, it is different. I'm not going to tell you how. I'm just going to tell you that it is. I mean, look at this. It's completely different. And completely better. Okay, where the heck even am I? Okay, I'm walking along the warthog stuff. Let's save the game real quick. I have been going like 2 hours, which is short for me, but I started later than usual. I gotta go to bed earlier than usual, so I'll probably wrap up here soon. This is real pretty. This is real pretty. Making good progress. So we built the fennec foxes. So my next bit of work is just going to be filling in all of this stuff. The next time I stream, it will be Deathloop, because I should be streaming this Saturday like normal, and we'll go back to Deathloop. And if you missed last Saturday's Deathloop stream, and you want to follow the story, if you don't want to follow the story, don't worry about it. If you're trying to follow the story with me as I play, you really want to go back and watch last week's stream, because there was a lot of really important plot development. So I would recommend trying to check that out before Saturday. The next time I stream will be Deathloop, and I will definitely be working on the zoo in the interim, but I'll pop back on and show you guys how this is going. I think people like zoo streams. But my next plan, like I said, is I want to fill in all of these areas, and then I'm going to expand the zoo this way, especially considering I have facilities here, so it would be a waste to not do that. Figure out what I want to do here, just because I think this is a really cool opportunity to make something that looks really neat. And then I do want to eventually expand the zoo this way also. I think my priority is like there and there before I come here. I might make like a tunnel through here that guests can walk through. That might be kind of fun. But I'm starved, so I think I'm gonna call it. But we did good. We never did get to the capybaras. I'm sorry. We did get in the fennec foxes, and we did fill in a lot of areas, which was really important. But I hope you guys are having a good week. If you work a normal Monday through Friday schedule, we are halfway there. If you do not, then I understand. I used to live that life, so hopefully you will be alright with whatever your schedule has next for you. I wanted to check one. Oh, right. Now that the fennec foxes are done, should be able to put them on food quality 3. I'm kind of curious if that came with any new things. It did not. Okay, that's fine. But I hope you all are having, like I said, good midweek. I'll see you back with Deathloop soon. And I will talk to you later.